Hey guys, NCS Fan 001 here, welcoming you to another one of those weekly trophy list update videos. This will be going up on Monday, November 25th, 2019, getting close to the end of yet another month and getting closer to the end of 2019. So this video will have covered November 18th through 24th. And this week I actually did make some trophy progress in a handful of different games, so we got quite a few things I can bring up this week. So first off, with Destiny 2, no new trophy progress yet. Still got 3 trophies left. The Forsaken Nightfall boss hasn't happened yet because the Nightfall this week was a Shadowkeep one. So because of that, I couldn't even complete it, much less get this trophy done, but that's fine, it'll pop up eventually. Otherwise, I'm just signing in each week to work on the Triumph Seal. I've got, I think, 3 more Lost Sectors to do, and those are all easy enough. I just need to stop being lazy about them. Otherwise, I just have the Heroic Adventures. I believe there's 30 total in the game that are related to that Triumph Seal, so it's just going to take 30 weeks of signing in for a little while to do it. So no big deal, just a little bit annoying, but really not much of a problem. So slowly working my way through that. It's really just the collections badges that are going to be the problem, just because it's an absurd amount of grinding, and I'm probably going to take a little break from the game once I finish once I get a little bit more progress on like the adventures and stuff. Just focus only on that, not play it too much more during the week. Another update, Far Cry 2. We are nearly done with it. Only a few weapons left. In fact, there's only 3 weapons left in Far Cry 2 that I have to get kills on. I have the M249 Saw. I need 166 more kills with it. I need 125 kills with the Uzi. And I need 192 kills as well, including 121 multi-kills with the MGL 140. So, nearly done with that. Can knock it out in 1 to 2 more sessions. The only problem is the MGL sucks. It's even worse than the other launchers. It's absolutely terrible. It takes forever to reload. It breaks after like seemingly like 10 shots, or maybe not quite 10 shots, but it breaks way too quickly. It's not a fun weapon to use. It's not as powerful. It's not as effective. But slowly working my way up through it. So, I mean, it's going to be a while, or not really a while, but hopefully 1 to 2 more sessions and we will be done with it, depending on when me and Snickle can get online this week. Now, I don't know exactly when we're going to be online this week because this week is Thanksgiving, so I'll be covering that a little bit later on. But unfortunately, that may get in the way a little bit of that, but I am very close otherwise, just those 2 other weapons. So, I mean, I can knock out the Saw in 1 session, and I can knock out the Uzi in 1 session. So, and those are like short sessions, you know, like an hour, maybe less than an hour each. So, neither of those are going to be bad, but I'm kind of not bothering with the Uzi yet, just because the Uzi is the sidearm when you have the MGL. So, if you ever just have a few kills at the end of a match you can get because the MGL breaks at the last second or something, you can get a few extra kills with the Uzi. So, I'm kind of saving it for last at the moment. I can probably go ahead and do the M249 either after I record this video tonight or during the week. But either way, by the end of the week after Thanksgiving, I will be done with Far Cry 2's online. So yeah, pretty awesome. Getting very close to being done with that. So as for the games I actually made trophy progress on this week, first we have a little game called Fractured Minds. Now this is a 100% game. This takes around 15 to 20 minutes to do. Actually, it can be done... Wait a second, it didn't take me 15 minutes, did it? 9:54 to complete Chapter 1, and then... Yeah, it only took me like 11 minutes. Okay, so yeah, it takes 10 to 15 minutes to do. I just followed Bad Driver's Guide, got it done in 10-15 minutes. Very, very easy game. It's supposed to be like a mental health-based game. Just talking about like dealing with anxiety and such, and for the fact that it was programmed by like completely designed, written, programmed by like a single 17-year-old girl or something, that's pretty cool. So I thought it was worth picking up, and because I believe half of all proceeds for it are going to some kind of mental health related charity. That's what I've heard. I don't quote me on that because I'm not 100% sure, but that's what I've heard. So if that's all true, then that's really nice. And given it was only $1.50, I mean, might as well pick it up and give a little donation to charity, pick up a few easy trophies along the way, give some support to indie game creators that are not Ratalaika. As for the trophies themselves, though, you'll get 6 trophies just for completing the game. It's 6 chapters, each of them only take a couple minutes. Except, I think it was chapter 4 is like the only one that takes more than like a minute. That in chapter 6. Chapter 6 took like a couple minutes as well. And then you have 3 miscellaneous trophies. This one is in the very first chapter. You have to pick up 7 wrong keys before you pick up the correct key, which is hidden behind a poster. So easy enough, and it's a gold trophy. See the thing in chapter 4? I'm not sure exactly how I got this trophy. I think I got it at the time I got run over by a car, but you also have to I think you have to be looking at a certain figure. Yeah, let's see what the picture has of it. It's this like figure that you have to be looking at, I think, to get it, but I got run over by a car at the same time, so I think I might have thought it was the car running me over that got the trophy, and I'm not 100% sure, but either way, just following a guide, you won't have a problem, and then step into the red light 3 times on the 5th chapter for this trophy. So yeah, a bunch of very easy trophies, definitely worth picking up. It's quick, cheap, easy, 100%. So then, the next game I started working on this week, finally going back to Resident Evil 5 PS3. So now, if you want to see how old this game is, it doesn't have its DLCs on separate tabs. They're all on a single long tab, which is, there's not a whole lot of games that do that. I mean, that's an old school thing, man. That is definitely an old school thing. But I earned about 3 trophies today in this game, so, well, Sunday. The first trophy I got was win 30 matches of Slayers. Slayers is the mode where you just try to get as many points as possible by killing enemies and chaining combos of enemies together. You have to win 30 matches. Now, for the Slayers trophy, Survivors trophy, the regular Slayers trophy, the regular Survivors point trophy, the selectable characters, and the physical attacks, all 6 of those trophies can be done with just 2 consoles. So you just need 2 consoles, each with a copy of the game, and you can get all 6 of those trophies self-boosted with no problem. The Slayers matches only take 3 minutes apiece, plus loading screens, so this trophy will take between 90 minutes and 2 hours, so not too bad there. Boosted it all in a day. Nothing too bad. It's boring, but it's easy. Survivors, though, takes longer. I've done, so far, 5 wins of Survivors, so I need to get 25 more. Thankfully, it can still be self-boosted, but it's still going to take a while because each match takes 5 minutes. So that means you're going to be looking at 2.5 hours plus loading screens, so probably up to like 3 hours to finish this trophy. But that's still really not too bad. You know, I can knock that out in a day or on a weekend easily, no problem. Then you have 30 matches of Team Slayers and Team Survivors. These are a couple of the more brutal trophies here. Just because 30 matches is quite a bit, and on the PS4 version, you only had to do 15 wins in each game mode instead of 30, but you also could not self-boost unless you have 2 PS4s and 2 PlayStation Plus accounts, so you could play online. So, yeah, that could be a little bit more expensive, so you did want to boost it with multiple other people, but at least you only had to do 15, so it wasn't quite as bad. I mean, it technically would end up taking the same amount of time overall, but Team Slayers and Team Survivors take 3 and 5 minutes respectively, but you will need other players. Now, if I'm going to, of course, find someone that has 2 PS3s so that we can just join the same team, put our alts on the opposing team, and grind out the points rather easily, or grind out the wins rather easily. You know, this one will only take, again, 2 hours. This one will take 3 hours. That's fine, you know, it's not really that big a deal. It's annoying, yes, but it's really not that terrible, that big of a deal. So then we have a few skill-based trophies. We have to chain a 20 defeated combo in regular Slayers and a 40 defeated combo in Team Slayers. The 20 defeated combo isn't too bad. I would suggest stand next to your alt or near your alt so that all the enemies file toward them. And I personally used one of Jill's variants, the one that has the Scorpion and the PSG and the 5 grenades, or 3 grenades to start. And I got it on like my 3rd try, and I got it again later on just messing around, so it's not too hard. You just have to be a little bit careful, keep up that combo, and you should be okay. So the 20 defeated combo isn't too bad. This one is a little bit harder unless you're both knowing what you're doing. Unless you both do know what you're doing, then this one can be a little bit trickier. So you will need, I would definitely recommend making sure that your second player is active. So when you're doing the team mode, make sure that both you and your partner are active for this trophy. You can AFK all of this, though, and not get kicked. Like, the game won't kick you for not being interactive at all. which is really good, although it could just be the fact that you have to reset the lobby or you have to start a new match every 3 to 5 minutes, so it could be that it doesn't give it enough time to kick you. So that trophy, this one is a little bit tougher. It's still not too hard. I got it without much trouble on the PS4 version, but again, it is just a little bit more complicated, a little bit more skill, but still not too bad. As long as you're boosting all of it, it's not going to give you too much trouble. 40,000 points in Survivors and 80,000 points in Team Survivors. These are not particularly hard because they just require you to basically kill the opposing team. Like, it's basically almost like a 3-team deathmatch where it's you against the other team of humans, all against all of the zombies. So that's sort of the best way to describe the Survivors mode, and the 40,000 points is very easy. Just get a few melee kills. If you have to break the timers for one match, that's fine, just to extend the time a little bit. If 2 of you are doing it together, you still shouldn't have a problem getting 80,000 points. So yeah, those are both easy to boost, and we'll get that along the way with getting the 30 wins in Team Survivors. Unlocking all selectable characters takes a lot of unlockable points. It takes over 100,000 points, but every time you win, you'll be getting 1,500 points, so that's not terrible, because that means 120 matches times 1,500 points, I think, will give you enough points to unlock all the characters by the time you finish all the other trophies. If not, there are other ways to also grind out points in the main game as well, just to keep that in mind. And then finally, you have to defeat 100 players using physical attacks. And at the moment, I still have 2 more characters I need to purchase. I still need to get approximately 65 more physical attack kills. But this trophy should come naturally while going for both the 80,000 points in Team Survivors and the 30 match wins in Team Survivors. So none of that's difficult, really. It's just kind of time-consuming, and it is on PS3. But, once I get all that done, that's another trophy out of the way. Just another boosting game out of the way. Now, unfortunately, I am still missing one more trophy. I am missing Desperate Escape on Professional. This is hard. Desperate Escape is not an easy chapter. This is probably one of the hardest chapters in the entire game when you include the base game and all the DLCs. I don't think it's supposed to be as hard as, say, the Chapter 2-3 when you're on the vehicles. I don't think it's quite that bad, and I'm not sure it's quite as bad as the Jill fight on the PS3 version. But I know that Desperate Escape is tough, so I'm probably going to try to find a co-op partner to do this one with as well. But that one is a little bit less priority because it is still certainly possible to do solo, so it is still the lowest priority out of all these trophies. The bigger priority is just finding a partner that I can boost the Team Slayers and Team Survivors with. It would take, like I said, it'll take probably around 5 total hours of boosting to finish both of those, or to finish all 4 of these trophies, so really not too bad as long as I can find someone that has 2 PS3s. But hey, making a little bit of progress in the game. These are all very rare trophies on here and on PSN profiles, so that's great. And finally, the last game I made some trophy progress on is LEGO Indiana Jones 2: The Adventure Continues. This is a PS3 LEGO game. This was one of the first LEGO games to have trophies in it. It was one of the earliest LEGO games. I don't know if it was the first one to have trophies. The LEGO Star Wars 3 might have been first. But this game plays a bit differently from the other LEGO games. It contains 6 total hub worlds, each one relatively small but has some stuff to explore, and in each one there are only 5 levels, and that may seem like a lot at first that it's 30 levels, but a lot of the levels are really short. So it's not an overly long series of story missions, but there's a lot of other stuff you have to do. So for a good chunk of the trophies, you have to finish all the story mode, treasure mode, and bonus levels in each hub world, in each of the 6 hub worlds. So that's going to net you a good chunk of the trophies. I've only done the story mode levels so far, and I've only done them for the first 4 hubs. I have not touched treasure mode yet. I haven't touched the bonus levels yet. I got to get all the characters and stuff unlocked. You got to have a certain number of characters available that have all the different abilities in the game, though I feel like there's definitely fewer abilities overall in this game. There's super jump for female characters, there's small character, explosive, like bazooka carrying character, Indy with his whip. There's not a whole lot of different abilities, but I'm slowly working my way through this. I still got more levels to do from Skull Hub 2 and Skull Hub 3, but that's going to complete all of these trophies up through here, so those are all doing all the levels is going to unlock all that. So nothing too bad there. It's just going to take time. This is one of the slightly longer PS3 of the LEGO games, especially of the ones that are exclusively on PS3 or PS3 era, because like the LEGO Harry Potter games are shorter, the LEGO movies shorter. Some of them are longer though, like some of the later like LEGO Batman and later LEGO Marvel ones I think are longer, but I don't know if or when I'm going to do the PS3 versions of those because they're not good from what I've heard and they're really, really time consuming. Destroy Indy 3 times with Mac. You can do this on the very first level of the game. I would suggest doing it there. It's an easy place to do it. This one is very easy. Just 50 Russians is mutt, so you just do that in the skull levels. This one I think is pretty much unmissable while you're going for everything else. Bonus level in the builder. I'm not sure why there's so many hidden trophies. Like, that's really weird for a LEGO game. The artifacts, those are collectibles. Find a bazooka 100 times. That's pretty easy. All the plane races is going to be in the hub worlds. 100 enemy vehicles, that's probably going to unlock naturally while doing all the other stuff. I don't really know how this like validated levels works yet. I haven't gotten that far yet. That's just another character-specific trophy. It's fairly similar to other LEGO games in this sense, but it also plays a little bit differently, and the hub worlds are a little bit different, and these whole building your own adventure thing is a little bit different as well. So I don't entirely know how all this stuff works yet, but I'm working my way through it, but just sort of going through all the trophies here. The one big problem with this game is that it's known to have 3 pretty glitchy trophies, unfortunately, which is really sad. This is one of them, complete the hangar in under 5 minutes. Supposedly, it doesn't like to unlock, so I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe it's been patched by now, I'm kind of doubtful, but you never know. Maybe I will get lucky with it. I kind of doubt I will, though, because I usually don't get lucky with stuff like that. The good thing is that, thankfully, it's not like the LEGO Harry Potter game, where all the glitches are game-breaking and platinum-breaking. In this one, all 3 of them have workarounds that you can do that are fairly easy to do, so that's a good thing. That's another character to unlock. This is another one that's known to be glitched. Supposedly, to make it work, you either have to just, like, play all of them consecutively, like all in a single session, or you have to do like a couple of extra steps after completing all of them. And then this one is another character to unlock. And then finally completing the game to 100%. This one is glitched, but it tends to fix itself by playing 2 additional levels after hitting the 100%, just replaying 2 levels. So thankfully all 3 glitch trophies do have well-known workarounds. So that is a good thing, but it's still, it's a 20 to 30 hour platinum. It's, 2 to 3 out of 10 in difficulty. It's a LEGO game, but it's a little bit different of a LEGO game. But I am going to continue working on that. I mean, it's a LEGO game. It's been a little while. How long since I've done a LEGO game? A few platinums, I think. When's the last one I did? LEGO Ninjago, okay. So it's been a little while since I've done a LEGO game. But that's fine, I enjoy the LEGO games enough, as long as you don't oversaturate yourself with them too often, because some of them are good. And I like the Indiana Jones movies, at least the first one and the third one. The second one and the fourth one are not as good, but still, it's fun enough. It's a LEGO game. So with that, level 69, 87%, 17,309 total trophies, 406 platinums, 2,312 golds, 4,445 silvers, 10,146 bronzes. So what is coming up this week? Well, this is Thanksgiving week, so I'm going to be busy. I want to get done with the multi-kills, or at least get another session in of multi-kills for Far Cry 2. I'd like to maybe do a little bit more Resident Evil 5 if I have time. Going to continue working on LEGO Indiana Jones. I'll log into Destiny 2 one day. And that's really the main things I want to do. I'll do at least one easy platinum probably this week, one of either the Palgi or Ratalaika games. Just because I'm going to take my Vita home with me, because with Thanksgiving coming up, that's going to leave me a little bit busy later in the week. Because I only work Monday through Wednesday this week, and then I'm going home Thursday morning for Thanksgiving and staying until Sunday. So I won't have my PS4 with me. I'm just going to take my Switch and my Vita. So I'll play 1 or 2 games on the Vita, so hopefully get 1 or 2 easy platinums on the Vita, or maybe even start making progress on one of my other sort of backlogged games on the Vita. Because I have like Papers, Please on there, and that's 100%, and I really need to get around to playing that, because I actually really want to play that again, because that was a fun game back on Steam or on PC, wherever I first played it. But anyway, so that's sort of the current plan. Get one or two easy platinums, probably a stacked one somewhere in there on PS3 or PS4 and PS Vita, and then just continue to work on Far Cry 2 and Resident Evil 5 and Lego Indiana Jones and Destiny 2 and all the other stuff. Otherwise, though, for video schedule this week, Wednesday should be a stream, and Wednesday will actually most likely be a drunk stream. I don't know if it'll be as drunk as normal just because I'll have to get up fairly early to come home on Thursday, but it'll probably be a drunk stream. I don't know if it'll be the stream to finish Fallout New Vegas' challenge run or if I'll return back to my Fallout 3 challenge run for a video. We'll have to see how I'm feeling that day. And then Thursday probably won't be anything, and then there won't be any streams this weekend. I'll try to get a recipe video edited and uploaded, though. Uploaded. I'm a little bit tired today, guys. I don't know why, I've been kind of tired this weekend. I thought I was sleeping well, but maybe not. And then I need to record the script and edit together my next Fallout edited down challenge run, the one when I was doing only 22 caliber weapons. I've got the whole script written, I just need to actually record the audio for it. I'll probably do that one day this week. So do that in a recipe video and any other stuff I feel like. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this week. That's pretty much all the updates I wanted to bring up. Oh wait, there is one other thing. Borderlands 3, they have announced their first DLC. I don't think it has a release date yet, but it is announced that their first DLC is going to be like a casino heist type thing, so kind of cool. I don't have the season pass yet. I will eventually. But that is just one other little minor announcement. So I think that's going to be it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you for a couple of the normal videos this week and probably one stream. And the good thing is this is going to be one of the last weeks where the schedule goes consistently off. Because I think that the weekend after Thanksgiving, so not this coming weekend, but the next weekend, that weekend might be kind of busy. But other than that, after that, football season's mostly over, so then I just won't I'll be distracted again around Christmas, obviously, but that's about the only other time. So yeah, hopefully we are going to be back on a normal schedule in the near future. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video and see you throughout the week.